And good morning.
Good morning, guys.
It's actually morning time.
It is. Actually, it's 9.
We didn't wait until afternoon.
Well, it was,
Her fault.
it's his fault. But we already saw that.
Welcome back to another Scuttlebutt with Ivey's Family Factotum. If you are new here, we thank you for joining in on our journey we call life. This is the side channel to our main channel, Ivey's Family Factotum.
Oh, yeah.
So what is on our agenda for today?
I don't know. I
know what I gotta do.
He knows what he's got to do.
Which I'll probably go out and do. Well, I do have it's never ending cutting grass. So
yeah.
Obviously in the morning I'll go out and find my section of grass I need to cut while she's doing the schoolwork with the little one.
I have to do schoolwork, and then I'll go out there and go out there and help him. Yeah. As long as it doesn't involve grass. I'll go help him. I gotta look for my gloves.
Yeah, I don't know where your gloves are.
Yeah, I don't really know. I had them and now they've disappeared. Because without my gloves, can't be handling all his cedar and all that stuff. But I mean,
still working on fence, so it's putting in cedar posts and stuff like that.
Yep, and he puts in that. I'll try to help him cut it or help him hold it with his gloves. I'll use those. I misplaced mine. I don't know where. I looked everywhere. It's got to be somewhere.
It has to be like in the playroom because that's where everything's at.
Yeah, just my brain doesn't work that way.
I don't know.
But yeah, so as soon as I'm done with that, I'll be helping you out outside. I'm trying to be good at doing that. Try to get into that routine with him. But yeah, so I'm trying to be a good camera person. But I'm sorry. I guess you're gonna see how different him and I are when it comes to handling the camera.
Yeah, which I mean, and I still have to do all the editing regardless.
But I'm trying my best here to help my hubby.
I mean, if she ever wants to take that over one day, I'll let her do that too.
Oh, I will have to. Yeah, I'll have to sit and learn all of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not hard.
It's not. It just takes time. I mean, obviously, the more you do it, the better you get because you start learning some of the shortcuts and things. We actually utilize for our edited video because here we don't normally edit. For the most part, there have been videos here that we do edit and throw in stuff, or if we're outside or anything like that. But we use the Wondershare Filmora. But I have been having issues with the laptop that we've talked about before. So we do have some workarounds. As of right now, it's been kind of hit or miss. I go in there and I can do stuff, and then some days it works just fine, other days it doesn't. So until it gets to that point where it just doesn't every single day, then I'll start using some of those workarounds until we can get something better.
Yeah, definitely. There's not one electronic, it's another.
always.
One thing is something else. But
for here it's just straight phone. And then which we are trying to upgrade with lighting. You probably see we have a little bit better lighting.
Yeah, he put the light over here on this side, so now it's not like in our face where you're going to be seeing all the light.
And then I do want to start getting some audio because a lot of times too, and I've noticed that if you have decent lighting, decent, it doesn't have to be the greatest, with really good audio, then most people will stick around. But if you have the most excellent, best picture that you can possibly have and horrible audio, like this one never wants to speak up. She goes, "Can't you talk really soft like this?" And it's hard for me to hear. So whenever I'm editing, right, a lot of times if we're doing a video, I always have to adjust those audios. And I do believe like once we get lavaliers or stuff, it'd be a lot better because I like to project whenever I talk.
Yeah.
And she needs a mic.
Hey, my instructing days are over with.
Yeah.
And
you gotta talk to the people in the back.
I know, right? And
And that's what I still do.
Yeah, he still does that. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, your instructor days did help a lot with stage fright and all that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, but it also gives you, credits towards stuff. And even though I never finished all of my college years,
it's all right. It's
Yeah.
all right. So, what did we do today? What did we do this morning? Besides, I was feeding the chickens and I couldn't pick up the big pail of water that belongs to the chicken coop.
5 gallons of water.
So
that's 8 pounds. 8 pounds per gallon.
So, yeah. Yeah.
So
I tried that and I was like, nope. So I was over here sending signals to Anson because he was sitting over here. And I was like, I hope his back's not turned to the window. And I'm like, so come out here, help me with the water.
And I'd already put on her kettle for coffee.
Yeah.
So obviously going outside, the kettle wasn't done yet. Ended up waking
her up.
waking up
Yeah.
the kiddo, which she's supposed to be getting up at 9 o'clock anyway to feed the dogs.
Summertime, so she gets up at 9.
Yeah, they stay up late.
But
no, we let out the turkeys and the guineas.
Yeah, he was like, babe, you think we should let him out? I'm like, oh my god.
You just gotta pull that Band-Aid and just.
I know. I'm like the mama of all my birds, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye. I mean, they've been staying real close to the coop. So.
But in letting them out, because we have 3 guineas and 3 turkeys.
Yeah.
In letting them out, 2 of the turkeys started fluffing themselves up, getting all big and everything.
Like,
and
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah.
And so while they were out there,
there's
only one that was not fluffing. So Anson's like, I think we got 2 males and a female.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, because we didn't know really for certain, and they did not do that inside the coop at all. So.
Well, one of them did, which was the white one. The white one would fluff herself up. Well, himself. Now.
Yeah.
But he would fluff himself up. I never saw the other one. But when he let them out, 2 of the males were doing I think they're males. We really think they're males. They were fluffing themselves
up. The males
up.
definitely do that.
And they were actually turning around on each other, like doing this weird dance. While the other one was never fluffed it herself up. She was just wandering around on the side. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, most of the females like that don't do that. So.
And so we were like, okay, if that's it, then those 2 are our pairs. That one's food.
Yep. Yeah, because I mean, also two turkeys. So it's for, and if you guys haven't seen like what they look like, there's plenty of videos.
Yeah.
Go back, check them out. We showed them as little ones, and then updates and stuff like that. Definitely go check those out. But yeah, there's one white. It's a fully white turkey, which he is a lot bigger than the other 2. And then the other 2 were, it's like I forgot what they were called, but they're brownish, like a brown black in color. And then that's one that is a male and a female. Now, whether they came from the same parents, we don't know that because we bought them from Tractor Supply.
I believe it
Tractor
was.
Supply is who we got those from.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know. But we know one of them is food.
Yeah.
And the other one, it's hopefully for mating so that we can have more turkeys.
And we originally got 6 guineas, and 3 of them had perished before, because we didn't know, like whenever you first start them off with feed, that you should have a really, really high protein game bird feed. We were starting them off with chick starter. And
because that's where you start off all your other little chicks. So
and that's just
But then it was like, no. So
that was lessons learned.
Yeah, please, do your research, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your research.
So,
we did that. We did. He put electrolytes in their water. What else was it?
I mean, we're just assuming, right? Which everyone else says, don't assume. It makes the ass out of you and me. But we were assuming that that's the reason why they had perished, because they had feed, they had water, a clean environment
Mm-hmm.
of where they were. It just,
Yeah, it was. Just,
it might have been too hot. We don't know.
yeah, we
But
had a little temperature there. We had the fan going, the things open.
Yeah, because I had a thermostat. It was within range of temp, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was as soon as they were going out because when I had them in here, I was like watching them like a freaking hawk.
Yeah, she brought them inside like
Inside.
she did with the other chickens.
Yeah, I've always brought all my birds in here in the beginning for the first couple of days.
Yeah, they live in our bathroom.
No, this one lived in a little
In our bedroom.
in a pot
Right
in a
next to the
box
bed.
next to my bed. Always. Yeah, because it was I've done that and it wasn't with a heating lamp. I would always use like one of those heating pads.
Pad.
And I would put it under their little box, make sure that temperature was going. I'd wake up in the middle of the night around a couple of times just to make sure, you know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, they're good. After a couple of days, that's when I see if I see little feathers starting to come out. I see them.
Well, they
being a
came
little
inside
more
for about a
to-
week.
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and transition them to their home and just
Yeah.
make sure everything's perfect in there with the heating lamp and everything. But yeah, 3 of them were.
And speaking of babies,
Yeah.
we found Miss Barbie.
Boy, did we find her.
Oh yeah, we found her.
And yeah, next to the playhouse.
So we will have video coming out. So the next video that's coming out on the main channel, because I need to finish the fence first.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another section of fence done on the paddock. So we've been doing that, and I have that in that video. So look forward to that coming out. Like I said, if you're new here, definitely get over to the main channel. Give us that subscribe over there. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
And storage is low. Tap to manage. Oh no.
Yeah.
We're running out of room. So.
Yeah. So we found him.
But yeah, we found her and all the eggs. So we're not going to say how many. We will say that in the video.
Yes.
So definitely get over there to check that out. But yes, she is brooding and laying on eggs.
Unwanted
one.
chickens. But now we have these.
And they're all, yeah, because we didn't want them to do anything because they're the 2 roosters we have, the Nankin roosters along with her, our brother sister. So
Yeah.
we didn't want that going.
No.
But
Yeah.
it happens. It happened.
So we're like,
Yeah, that's it. And my phone is just about out of memory, so
So,
I think
sorry, guys.
we're gonna either wrap this one up before it shuts off on us.
Yes.
But
so,
yeah, we're gonna get busy with our day doing the things. Well, I still have another cup of coffee I need to drink before I get to work.
Yeah. And I got a kid to feed.
Yep.
All right, guys.
She's already been asking. So we definitely thank you all for joining in on today's journey. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. And definitely get out there and thank the veteran with every chance you get.
Not only on Veterans Day.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
There you go.